Prime example of what happens to people when they get enough brainwashing.
So this is the guy who took my whiteboard thing.
Face second-class citizenship, disenfranchisement, barriers to voting, barriers to education, barriers to employment, and barriers to housing. Then we had the 1964 Civil Rights Act and the 1965 Voting Rights Act, which stated we could no longer do any of this. We could no longer discriminate based on race. So in 2023, what is the only group of people that we can legally discriminate against? We can legally relegate to second-class citizenship, create barriers to voting, barriers to education, barriers to employment, barriers to housing. If you answered convicted felon, you are absolutely correct. In 2023, a convicted felon is the only group of people that we can legally do all this to. Now, do you believe it's a coincidence that 1 in 3 black males carry this label as convicted felon as a...
See where this is going?
Stop it right there. Okay. Now, first of all, all right. They have expanded federal crimes to the point of lunacy.
Yes.
They can literally kick your door down, go into anyone's house, and find enough infractions to throw you in prison for 3 to 7 years.
Yes.
A dick pill, marijuana cigarette. You know, you could have a plant that was gifted to you and it's on endangered species list. I mean, there's so many laws. You can't even navigate them all.
Yes.
Now, when you deal with the black community, they make up, 14% of the gross population.
13%.
All right. And then you split that in half because women usually, I shouldn't say usually, they're not.
Approximately 5% of population is the number that you're looking for.
Yeah, it's 5 to 5.5% of the black population is responsible for over half of the violent crimes.
In the country.
In the country. Yep.
Not just in their community, overall.
In fact, the Caucasians commit so few of these crimes that they actually have to fold in the Hispanics into the Caucasian statistics.
Yes.
When the Hispanics and Caucasians should be separated.
Yeah. In Detroit, they also include the Arab population as white.
Yeah.
Those statistics.
Yeah. I mean, come on. That is insane. We need to break it down. And then people will see exactly what's going on.
That's part of the propaganda. That's part of what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
How the media propagandizes you into believing these things. Now, this clown, he thinks that he's got it all figured out. And as he talks, you can see just how brainwashed by the system he is. But who's brainwashed her? Do you think? That guy or this person?
Which one? That guy.
Terrible news for transgender people in the United States. Under the cover of darkness, the House GOP late last night banned Medicaid funding for transgender care for all ages. Yes, that includes transgender adults. A previous version of the bill banned Medicaid funds for trans youth care, but then a last-second change was made to the bill to appeal to hardline conservatives, striking the words "for minors." Now that care could be banned for all ages for those who rely on Medicaid funding to access it.
I'm not paying for you to saw off body parts and pretend you're a girl. No. Correct. Pay for your own freaking surgery, you freak.
And a lot of these other Medicare cuts that they're bitching about are Medicare for illegal aliens.
Many of them are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
There
now, first
were
of all,
reports, as soon as Trump got into office, there were people all over. I'm on a couple different social media sites, including one of the shadier ones, just because the characters on there are funny as hell. But a couple of them are late night medical staff at hospitals and stuff. And they said that as soon as Trump got into office and ICE started to gear up to round people up, the hospitals and the emergency rooms emptied out.
Yeah.
There was nobody there. Because all of the illegals were using those facilities as for anything, for a cold, a sniffle, a paper cut, because they were getting Medicare to pay for it.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.